What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. We are back in the shop here working through some issues with the 07 WRX. The last tuning session I had, I did my first third gear wide open throttle pulls, sent those data logs over to the tuner, but apparently the tuner noticed that it was pulling quite a bit of timing at the higher range of the RPMs. He thinks that maybe I have a bad tank of fuel. Yeah, so basically what he wants me to do is run this tank of fuel all the way out and then fill up somewhere else. The other thing that I'm also going to try is to switch out my fuel filter. The fuel filters on these WRXs actually live in the same housing that houses the fuel pump. So I'm gonna jump on that, and then we are going to re-data log that third gear wide open pull once it cools off a little bit later and see if we get a better result after we send it to the tuner. Fuel pump assembly is out. You'll probably remember this, feel like we just did this. This is the fuel filter. Here's our new OEM one right there. So we just gotta figure out how to get this thing off of this assembly, slide this one in here, drop it back in the fuel tank. All right, guys, so it appears that we need to pull the fuel pump back off because it's in the way, so we can get this hose back off of here. So it also looks like there's a screw right here that's holding our float. This is what measures how full the gas tank is, this thing here. So we need to unscrew this, move this out of the way to get to the screw holding on the filter. It appears that this little gasket in here, that's in the top of the filter, came off of this post here. Appears you need that. Looks like it just comes right out. Yep, there it is. And it just pops right in this one. So I'm not sure if you can see in there, in these two guys, but this is the old one. You can see how like dark, discolored the material is down in there, and this one's just bright white. So it's possible this thing's just like really old and not filtering the way it should. All right, guys, here it is. All put back together with our Walbro and our new OEM fuel filter. I'm gonna go drop this back in. What's up, guys? It is the next morning and we are back in the shop. I did not get all of the fuel ran out of this car yesterday driving around. I threw a check engine light, and is the front O2 sensor that's throwing the code, and it seems as though it could be that the sensor is bad now and needs to be replaced. The car is still cold this morning. I'm gonna pull that O2 sensor out, just inspect it, and I'll clean it really well, put it back in, and then see if we still get that code. Show you guys something real quick that I found. The blue cord right here, that's the O2 sensor that's in question. If you look down there, right there, you can see it coming up and goes underneath the air box right here, and it's completely smashing it. I didn't notice that when I was putting this back on. That could be the problem. Hopefully it didn't completely damage it, but like I can't even slide the thing out of there. It's on there so tight. I tried to lift up on the box But I'm gonna have to take the lid off and actually unscrew the bolt that fastens this down because I can't even slide that cord out of there. O2 sensors out. It seems to look okay. There's not like too much carbon built up on it. All the cords are intact. Nothing's really damaged where it was like smashed underneath the airbox. I'm just gonna clean it with some electronic cleaner. Plugs look okay as well. Yeah, I'm just gonna get it cleaned up, put it back in, and then we will see what happens. All right guys, she is all reinstalled. I'm gonna start it up now. I'm gonna clear the code though. We'll go drive it around, see if it comes back. Yeah, code's still there. All right guys, so I just drove around for a bit. The check engine light did not come back. I ran the fuel tank down, and now we are going to fill up here at the Shell, and then we'll go do our third gear wide open pull. So we have our Tactrix cable hooked up to the laptop, have the ROM Raider logger set up to where all I have to do is hit the defrost switch, rear defrost, and it will start logging. I'm gonna wait until there's no traffic, and I'm gonna film the wideband for this pull just so we can send it to the tuner. All right guys, here we go. All right, so I pulled over on the side of the road. I just wanted to make sure everything was idling fine after that pull. All right, so after reviewing the video, it looks like the AFRs did pretty good. When I was like pedal to the floor, after like a second or so, they dropped to like the 10 range, like 10.8, and just stayed there. So that's a positive sign. No check engine lights. Let's actually go look under the hood real fast. All of our boost lines appear to be intact. Yeah, I think we're solid. That was a good third gear pull. Everything went super smooth. I may end the video here. If you like this content that I'm doing, you want to see more, you want to see this tune get finished, be sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and continue following what I'm doing on this channel. I really appreciate you guys watching and tuning in, and until next time, peace out everybody.